in mind.
Okay. I've been suffering on this problem for, say, more than a decade. So far, I have not found any solution on this. I'm looking a good solution from you. So far as me is concerned, I have got the things under my control, say in the office, in my surroundings, at my home. All activities goes as per my wish. Nothing goes wrong against me. Everything comes under my control easily without any difficulty. Everything goes as per my thinking. I am doing the work. I am surviving like this for more than a decade, as I told you. But so far as within, that is my mind is concerned, I'm not able to have any control on this. If I want happiness, I'm not able to command. The sorrow comes, I'm not able to rub it out. Some old memory comes, I'm not able to throw it out. So it is very surprised when I am able to control such a big place, having say some 1,000 employees, such a big house, so many surroundings around, such a small mind, hardly any place, I'm not able to win even a single portion of it. I'm very surprised. So I'm looking for an answer for this.
So let's look at this problem in two aspects again. You said you're able to control, you're having a good control in your office environment or at your house or anywhere in the external world, right? See, first of all, external world is just an artificial system that we have created, right? So we have created some rules and regulations. For example, in office, you have certain rules. You're following some regulations, etc. And probably you have the power. You may be the boss in your office or something like that. So based on those situations, because you understand the rules and regulations correctly, you're able to control, have control over everybody. And similarly in the house, maybe you have more power over others, and you're able to control things as per how you want to organize in your house. So this is more of an external entity. So it only depends on, so it doesn't matter, it only actually depends on whoever is powerful will definitely have better control. So probably from what you say, I think maybe you are the most powerful in your office and at home as well. So that is just a simple, whoever is powerful will have control over the situation. That's the natural phenomena, right? That's how it happens, because we are all in a competitive environment. We are all existing in a competitive environment. Everybody is competing against each other in the external world. So whoever is fittest will have the better control, will have the stronger control, will survive. That is the principle we operate in, right? So when it comes to the internal system, it is totally different here. So the problem is, we seem to have borrowed ideas or some conditioning which has gone into our mind, either through some concepts, either we have heard from some gurus or through books or somebody else, that you should always keep your mind in a happy state, or you should not be in a sad state, and these kind of things. It has all caused confusion in us. So the problem, so we have to understand this functioning of the mind completely, right? That is and then because without understanding that, if you start putting your expectations and demands, so obviously there will be a clash, because you think that this is a situation, in a given situation you are expecting a certain kind of emotion. For example, if you are for example appearing for an exam, you want an emotion to be you want positive, confident, all those emotions, and you don't want negative, not confident, those kind of emotions. Or if you are in a family life, you want honest, truthfulness, sincerity, loyalty, and you don't want emotions like conflict, or all those things, or negative emotions. So we have, based on our intellect, based on our knowledge, or from borrowed knowledge from books or wherever it is, we have formed an opinion, we have formed a set of rules, we have formed a rule book If this is the situation, these 1, 2, 3 is the emotion that I'm expecting, and these 1, 2, 3 emotions should not come. And this is the situation, 1, 2, 3 emotions is what should come, and these 1, 2, 3 emotions should not come. So we have kind of formed an opinion about all these things without even understanding the basis of the functioning of the mind. So when you have an expectation about the mind, and when the mind is not functioning according to your expectation, there is a gap. So mind is following its natural flow, whereas you have an expectation, different expectation. So obviously this gap needs to be bridged. Otherwise there will be always a clash, because if the mind reacts in a way that you don't expect it to react, then you will obviously keep fighting against it. So the only solution is we have to understand the functioning of the mind, how it flows freely, how thought flows, what is exactly happening, and how thoughts flow one by one in a sequence, and what is our role in the mind, and what can we do, what control we have. So if you understand all that, then you will realize that the mind is, then you will not at least have what should I say, unnatural or artificial expectations, because once you understand the functioning of the mind, you will not come up with an expectation which is different from this, which is completely opposite from this. That's the whole point. So the problem here is the expectation that you have formed. So for that, the remedy is you have to understand the mind and see whether your expectations are really correct, because you have just gathered it from somebody. It's a borrowed knowledge from somebody. So the expectations, you have to revalidate and relook at the expectations. So that's the solution for this problem.